This is Naganika, lecturer in Commerce, Government Model Degree College, Ellareddy. Today we discuss about the capital market. Here the capital market is the market for medium and long term funds. Here the money market is for short term funds. Capital market is for the market for medium term funds and long term funds. So it is also refers the facilities and the institutions arrangements for borrowing and lending the funds. So we can easily borrow and the lend funds from this capital market. Here the capital market simply refers to the long term firms. It is a market for buying and selling of equity, debt and other securities. Generally it deals with the long term securities that have a maturity period of above 1 year. So below 1 year means it is called money market. Above 1 year means here capital market. So capital market deals with medium term and long term funds. So here vehicle through which a long term finance is channelized for various needs of industry, commerce, government and local authorities. So one of the author said, husband and dog the capital market is used to designate activities in long term credit, which is characterized mainly by securities of investment securities of investment type. Here the capital market is a market for long term funds, both equity and debt released within outside the country. Means they issue the securities. It is also important constituent of the financial system. Means here the capital market is a very important constituent of the constituent of the country's financial system. Development of an effective capital market is necessary for promoting more investments as well as achieving the economic growth. The demand for long-term funds comes from agriculture, trade and the industry. Individual savers, corporate savings, banks, insurance companies, specialized financial institutions are suppliers of long-term funds. So these long-term funds are utilized by many institutions. These long-term funds are utilized by many institutions. Now the capital market is divided into two markets, that is primary market and the secondary market. So let us discuss the primary market. So what is a primary market? So it is a new issue market. So first time the company's company issues the shares in primary market. So it is a market for trading new securities. So the companies first time issue the securities to the public in this market. It embraces both initial public offering and further public offering. Means initial public offering means first time the companies issue the shares to the public. So that is called initial public offering. That is called initial public offering. Next is secondary market. Here the secondary market can be described as the market for old securities. So already whatever the shares issued in the primary market, the next time they are issued in the secondary market, in the sense that securities which are previously issued in the primary market, again those securities are traded in this secondary market. The trading takes place between the investors follows the original issue in the primary market. This secondary market covers the stock exchange and the stock exchange and over the counter market. Here, capital market improves the quality of information available to the investors regarding the investment. So, for example, A is a investor. So, he want to invest the money in a capital market. So capital market gives the information about the securities to the investor. Add to that, it plays a crucial role in encouraging the adoption of rules of corporate governance, which backs the trading environment, and it includes the process that help in the transfer of already existing securities. Means here the second time the securities are traded in this secondary market. All the securities are traded in this secondary market. So the capital market is divided into two, that is primary market, one is secondary market. So in primary market, the companies issue the securities first time in this market. So secondary market means here already existing securities are issued in this secondary market. Next, let us discuss the objectives of capital market. Protections means here the capital market protect the interest of the investors. They provide the total information about the securities. Any investors can invest in any type of securities. It provides the full information to the investors, ensuring that the markets are fair, efficient and transparent. Means capital markets are fair, means here they display the total information to investors. So they are working very efficiently, they are very transparent in operations, the reduction of systematic risk. So here no risk to investors in the capital market. So it is a vehicle through which capital flows from the investors to borrower. So investors invest their money in the company securities. So here who is so borrowers will get the funds very easily from the capital market. So it is generally deals with the long term securities, so not for short term securities. So capital market deals with only long term securities. All operations in the new issue and existing securities occur in this capital market. So it deals in many types of the financial instruments. This includes equity shares, preference shares, debentures, bonds. So these are securities traded in this capital market. So these are known as securities. So securities means here equity shares, preference shares, debentures and the bonds. So it is for the reason that capital market is known as securities market. So the capital market is also known as a security market. So these securities are traded in the capital market. It functions through a number of intermediaries such as banks, merchant bankers, brokers, underwriters, mutual funds, etc. They serve as link between the investors and the borrowers. So it constituents the constituents or players of the capital market includes the individuals and institutions. They include individual investors, investment and trust companies, banks, stock exchanges, specialized funds, etc. Let us discuss the functions of capital market. Here, the capital market is viewed as a market of financial assets with long or infinite maturity. It is actually infinite maturity. So, it deals with the capital market deals with the financial assets of a long term. So it is actually plays a important role in mobilizing the resources and allocating them to infinite maturity. Next, so it provides the productive channel. So it can be said that the process of economic growth of a country is facilitated by the capital market. Here, the capital market plays an important role in Indian economy. So the important functions are discussed. First is economic growth. So the capital market help to accelerate the process of economic growth. Means it helps the economic growth of our country. It reflects the general condition of the economy. Means it provides a clear picture about the economy of our country. Capital market helps in the proper allocation of resources from the people who have surplus capital to the people who are in need of the capital. Means here the investors saves saves their money by investing in the securities. Here the securities means equity shares, preference shares, de- debentures, etc. Means we can say that it helps in the expansion of industry and the trade trade of both public and private sector, lending to a balanced economic growth of the country. Means here balanced economic growth of the country. So it provides the assistance for the balanced growth of the country. It next one is it promotes saving habits. After the development of the capital market, the the taxation system and the banking institutions provide facilities and provisions to the investor to save more. Here, the investors saves their money in banks or financial institutions. In the absence of capital market, they might have invested in unproductive assets like land, gold. So land, gold in other assets. Means here before before existence of the capital market, investors was used to invest their money in unproductive activities. Now all investors are investing their money in the securities to get more and more return from the from the securities market. Next is stable and systematic security prices. Apart from the mobilization of funds, capital market helps to stabilize the prices of the stocks. Means various prices are set by the capital market to the securities. So the investors choose the securities whatever the amount whatever the amount able to pay. Here reduction in the speculative activities and providing the capital to borrowers at a lower interest rate with the help of stabilized of the securities prices. So if the securities prices are stable, the investors are easily invest their money in the securities. Next, availability of the funds. Here investments are made in capital market on a continuous basis. Means every time the investors continuously invest their money in the capital market. Here both the buyers and sellers interact and trade their capital. Here buyers of the securities and sellers of the securities interact with each other. They will get the information and they buy the securities. Next, through a online platform, means they open the demat account, so all securities are credited to the demat account after payment made by the investors. Stock exchanges like National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange provide the platform for this. The transactions in the capital market become very easy. Next is here mobilization of savings to finance long term investments, means savings are coming to the industrial sector to use for productive activities. It facilitates trading of securities. So securities means here equity shares, preference shares, debentures, all securities are traded in the capital market. Next is minimization of transaction and cost. So there is no less transaction cost in this capital market. It encourage wide range of ownership of productive assets, means investors invest their money in productive activities. Quick valuation of financial instruments like shares and debentures. So the investors can easily know the value of shares and debentures in which they are invested. Next, facilitates transaction settlement as per the definite time schedules. Next, here investors can easily know the value of the securities as and when they required, offering insurance against the market or price risk through derivative trading, means here the insurance also offered to the investors. Improvement in the effectiveness of the capital allocation with the help of competitive price mechanism. Here the effectiveness of the capital allocation. So capital is allocated for different productive areas in a company, different productive areas of a company. Now this capital market mobilize long term savings for financing long term investments, means they mobilize long term savings to the financial long term investments. Provide risk capital in the form of equity or quasi equity to the entrepreneurs. It provides the liquidity to the mechanism enabling the investors to sell the financial assets. So investors sell their finance as and when they require. So it improves the efficiency of capital allocation through a competitive pricing mechanism, means here the companies allocate their capital in different different productive areas, disseminate efficiently for enabling the participants to develop an informed opinion about the investment, disinvestment and reinvestment. So investor can take the decision about the investment, disinvestment and reinvestment of the securities, enable quick valuation of the investments, means they can equity shares or debentures. So investors can easily know the valuation of the equity shares and the debentures. It provides the insurance against the market risk through derivative trading and the default risk through information production. Next is it provides the operational efficiency. Operational efficiency means simplified transaction procedures, lowering settlement time and lowering transaction cost. So it develops the integration among the debt financial sectors, equity and debt instruments, long term and the short term funds. So this is the integration of debt and financial sectors, equity and debt instruments, long term and short term funds, direct the flow of funds into efficient channels through investment and disinvestment and reinvestment of the securities. So investors can easily know the information about the securities from the capital market. Now let us discuss the structure of capital market. So broadly speaking, the capital market is classified into two categories, that is primary market. Primary market stands for the new issue market, and the secondary market. Secondary market means existing issue market. So this classification is done on the nature of the instrument brought in the market. However, on the basis of types of institutions involved in the capital market, so they are categorized into different they are classified into different categories. They are government securities market, gilt-edged market, industrial securities market, development financial institutions, DFIs, and financial intermediaries. The structure of the Indian capital market has its distinct feature. So are these are the different this is the structure of the Indian capital market has its distinct feature. These different segments of the capital market help to develop the institution of the capital market in many dimensions. Here the capital market is divided into two types, that is primary market and the secondary market. The primary market is a part of capital market that deals with the issue of new securities. Only new securities are issued in the primary market. Companies, governments or public sector institutions can obtain funds through the sale of a new stock or new bonds are issued. So this is typically through a syndicate of securities dealers. The process of selling new issues to investors is called underwriting. Here underwriting means the process of selling new securities to the investors. So that is called underwriting. So in this case, new issue, this sale is an initial public offering, means this sale is called, so the securities are issued first time in the primary market. This new stock this sale is called an initial public offering. Dealers earn a commission that is built into price of security offering. Here the securities are traded through dealers. They will get the by giving the information to the investors. So the investors can easily buy the securities. Now this primary market is the market for new long term equity capital, and the primary market is the market where the securities are sold for the first time. So here the securities are first sold in this market. So this is also called new issue market, NIM stands for new issue market. In primary issue, the securities are issued by company directly to the investors. So the securities are first time issued in this market directly to the investors. The companies receives the money and issues new security certificates to the investors. So here the company receives the money means in the form of capital for productive uses. So primary issues are used by the companies for the purpose of setting up of a new business or expanding or modernizing the existing business. So for example, ABC company is incorporated. It need the capital to set up the new business. First it issues the new shares to the public, means initial by selling of securities. So it is called initial public offering. Means if any company wants to expand or modernize its business, so it will issue the securities first time in the market. Investors can easily directly purchase the securities from the companies. So the primary market performs the crucial function of the facilitating the capital formation in the economy. The new issue market the new issue market does not include certain other sources of the new long term external finance, such as loans from financial institutions. Borrowers in the new issue market may be raising capital for converting the private capital into public capital. This is converting the public capital into the private capital is called going public. The financial assets sold can only be redeemed by in original holder of the securities. Original holder of the securities. The various methods of issuing the securities in the primary market, that is initial public offering, rights issue, and preferential issue. Rights issue and the preferential issue. Now come to the secondary market. It is also known as aftermarket. It is financial market where previously issued securities and financial instruments such stocks, bonds, all are bought and sold. So that is why it is called secondary market. It is also used to refer to the market for any used goods or assets. Alternative use for an existing product or asset where the customer's base is secondary market. Another commonly referred usage of secondary market term is refers to loans which are sold by mortgage bank to investors. So primary issuance of the securities or financial instruments are primary market. Investors purchase securities directly from the issuers in primary market. Here the secondary market for variety of assets can vary from the loans of the stocks, from fragmented to centralized, and from illiquid very liquid assets. So stock exchanges are more visible for this secondary market. For example, Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange, these are the examples of the capital market. Here the structure of the capital market. Let us discuss the structure of the capital market. Here the secondary market, the buying and selling traded in the capital market instruments takes place. The following chart will help us in understanding the Indian capital market. Here this is a capital market, security market. So that is divided into primary market and the secondary market. Next is various financial institutions, means LIC, Life Insurance Corporation, General Insurance Corporation, IDBI. Financial intermediaries, means here mutual funds, merchant banks, etc. So this is the structure of the financial this is the structure of the capital market. So first is in capital market, government securities market. So this is also called as gilt-edged market. Government securities market means it is called gilt-edged market. This refers to the market for government and semi-government securities backed by the Reserve Bank of India. So these securities are backed by the Reserve Bank of India. So the second one is industrial securities market. So this is a market for industrial securities. Here the industrial securities means shares, debentures of existing and new corporate firms, and selling of such instruments like takes place in the market. Buying and selling of such instruments takes place in the market. This market is further classified into two types, that is new issue market. So new issue market stands for primary market, and the next is existing. So old issues market, that is called as secondary market. In primary market, fresh capital is raised by the companies by issuing the new shares, bonds, units of mutual funds and the debentures. And however, in the secondary market already existing securities are traded. Existing securities means here shares, bonds, mutual funds and the debentures. Next, this trading takes place through the registered stock exchanges, and registered stock exchanges means Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange, and again OTCEI stands for the over the counter exchange of India. So these three are prominent stock exchanges in our country. So say existing securities are traded through these stock exchanges in our country. The next one is development financial institutions. Development financial institutions means DFIs. So this is yet another important segment of the Indian capital market. These companies, various financial institutions, these are various financial institutions. These can be special purpose institutions. So the special purpose institutions are IFCI, ICICI, SFCs, IDBI, IIBS, UTI. These financial institutions provide long-term funds for those purposes for which they are set up, long-term purposes. The next one is financial intermediaries. The fourth important segment of the Indian capital market is financial intermediaries. These companies, various financial intermediaries means merchant banking institutions, mutual funds, leasing finance companies, venture capital companies and other financial institutions. Here government securities market. So structure of the capital market means government securities market, industrial securities market, development financial institutions, financial intermediaries. Here the capital markets refers to the long-term firms. Here money market is for short-term funds. Long-term and medium terms funds are available in the capital market. Means here capital market is used for fixed requirements. So the shares, debentures, bonds are the main instruments in the capital market. But in money market, bills, commercial papers, treasury bills, CDs are issued to the public. So here in the capital market, same face value of the securities are traded. Next, development banks. So in capital market, development banks, investment institutions are major players in the capital market. So capital market is a formal place, and stock exchange means BSE, NSE, OTCI. So BSE stands for the Bombay Stock Exchange, NSE stands for National Stock Exchange, OTCI stands for Over the Counter Exchange of the India. So these three are stock exchanges in our country. So here brokers are playing a vital role in the capital market. So here capital market is classified into new issue market and the old existing issue market. Existing issue market means secondary market. The types of the institutions involved in the capital market, it can be classified into various categories as government securities market or gilt-edged market, industrial securities market, development financial institutions DFIs, and financial intermediaries. All of these components have specific features into the mention. So these are the capital market structure. So security market is divided into primary market and the secondary market. Various financial institutions, LIC, GIC and IDBI. Financial intermediaries are mutual funds, merchant banks, etc. Thank you.